It's time for a kick-ass concert announcement.
Oh my God, it's the cult at the Fillmore, New Orleans.
That's amazing.
This concert's coming up fast, May 3rd. Get those tickets live at the Fillmore. See the cult on stage.
Fillmore, New Orleans.
That's right, May 3rd. Get those tickets now. Go to livenation.com, go to the Fillmore website, find May 3rd and click on those ticket sales, or go to the MHOG podcast website, click on the link. It will take you directly to those tickets. May 3rd at the Fillmore, the cult.
Oh my God.
Once again, May 3rd at the Fillmore, New Orleans. From the Metal Hand of God podcast, we thank you for listening. Keep listening to the MHOG podcast for more summer concert announcements.
MHOG Podcast. And welcome back to the Metal Hand of God podcast. I am your host, Wayne, and with me, as always, is the gentleman who is part of the Order of the Phoenix. He knows the Chamber of Secrets, but he was a prisoner of Azkaban, but got out 28 days later. Mr.
God knows, Rum Guy.
And we have a wonderful co-host that we've been trying to get back on the show, but he's been a busy man.
Hey, wow.
Did you forget how to say your name?
No. I was waiting for you to stop with the busies.
My bad.
You gave me like 6 busies just now.
Oh, you's a busy motherfucker.
I am pretty busy out here.
It is Mr. Kyle Smith, the journey, the man, the myth, the legend.
Well, how's things going, man? You are busy.
It's been going really well. Actually, speaking of busy, I just came from yesterday. I came from a secret private party at a house at somebody's. It was a secret private house party.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
They call that home invasion.
It was a fun time. It was somebody famous's house. It was in Hollywood.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah. It was a very fun time. They had so many snacks, and it seemed like people didn't know about the snacks, and I took so many snacks.
So since it was a secret private, I'm assuming you can't let us know who it was.
Oh, I don't know. I was looking for the person, and they was like, it's a black dude with a beard. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm a black dude with a beard. Like, what are we doing? Where's this person at? I couldn't find them.
Oh, so no one knew who this guy was, but he's a famous guy somewhere.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know. Might be over exaggerating. He might not be famous. He could be Z-list celebrity. It was still a very big house.
Well,
Hey,
I guess the telltale sign is what type of snacks.
I was gonna ask.
Oh, let me tell you, he had little sour straws. He had Airheads. He had all types of Cheetos. With the,
yeah, this is definitely a Z-list.
I'm thinking further down than that.
I don't know. I mean, You got sour straws. I mean, that's pretty cool though, man. I like sour straws.
I think
It was good.
actually I think it's
It
pretty
was
awesome that
bar,
Kyle
too.
got to go.
It was an open bar. They had
that's
Capri
nice.
Sun, water and stuff. And I was like, yeah.
Wait, did you
This
just
is
say they
really
had
good.
Capri Sun at the bar?
Yes, sir. Yes.
That's-
Well, not in the bar, but on the cooler next to the bar.
That motherfucker's
that's
rolling.
cool.
So he's up now. So he's no longer a Z list. He's got to be at least a W.
It could be Lawrence Fishburne. We don't know.
That's true. That's true. That lazy-eyed son of a bitch.
The man likes some Capri Sun.
No, wait. That's
Oh,
Forrest Whitaker. God damn it. Why do I always get those two black dudes confused?
really?
I do.
Oh,
I do. I
Alright.
always get fucking Morpheus and fucking Ghostdog mixed up. I don't know why.
How do you do that? How?
I don't know,
It's Fishburne
man.
and it's Whitaker. One has a daughter that did porn, and the other one just has a lazy eye.
Well, which
Right.
one
I
had
got him.
porn?
Well, it's not Forrest
What?
Whitaker. He just said the lazy. See, you got him confused too.
No, when he had a daughter did porn. I didn't know either one of them had a daughter.
Morpheus.
One that had porn.
Morpheus's daughter
Yeah, I
did
don't know
porn.
if- I don't know
Really?
if a lazy eye has a daughter.
Yeah,
Does he just have a lazy eye, or has he got a glass eye?
that's lazy.
It's a lazy eye.
That's a real lazy fucking eye, though.
Yeah.
Like that shit.
That's when it.
That shit
It
never
It
wants to
could
wake
pass
up.
for a glass eye.
Yeah, it could pass for something.
Somebody just needs to push it in place, like whenever it like strays away.
I
They
mean,
just need to
I mean,
just
like
push it.
honestly, he can almost pass for Chinese. It's so damn lazy.
Morpheus's daughter doesn't look like him, does it?
A little bit
Oh, that's
A little
that's kinda
bit, yep.
creepy.
from
That's a little
from
creepy.
from the waist down.
Oh,
She got spots on her boob.
Does she really?
Yeah, her name is Chippy D,
I know.
and she did her first porn. She was 18, and she did it
wow.
with Brian Pumper. I
Nice.
don't know if she does it more because she got talked about a lot.
My boy just
What
does some research on some porn names, boy. I'm telling you.
Well, she became so famous for having spots on the booty that rappers rap about it.
No shit.
Yeah,
what
It
type of
was
spots?
terrible.
Like,
like
It like
just like pock spots.
like vitiligo.
no, like chicken pox.
Oh, I gotcha.
Chicken
Gotcha.
Yeah,
interesting.
I have not seen the porn of young Miss Morpheus.
yeah, she sucks. It's terrible.
It would have been really cool if she would have did a fucking Matrix parody.
She did that. She did a fucking Wayne. You're not
No,
paying attention.
a Matrix parody. Come on. She could have played her dad in the Matrix parody, right?
Yeah, the worst thing about it is that she just turned 18, and dude's being so creepy. He's like, "Yeah, she just made 18 today," and it's like, dude, this is not cool.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird situation.
Mm-hmm.
At least it wasn't, hey, she's going to be 18 in 10 years.
Oh, Jesus.
10 years,
like
dude.
creepier.
10 years.
Yeah.
She'd have been 8.
Yeah, I know. That's
She's
what
18.
that's what would have made it creepier.
True.
I don't
Yeah.
think I would have watched that. I think I'd be in jail if I was watching that. That
Speaking of things, besides Mr. Kyle doing his amazing journey, which, by the way, your Dreamers Journals are going over incredible. People love that shit, by the way.
good shit. I'm glad. I'd write them down, and then I just let the world happen, and then I go back and write some more shit down.
It's fucking awesome, dude. We all love them. I think they're great. I mean, between to me, my favorite things is to listen to you do that, and then our Man of a Billion Sayings, which we'll have one on this show, because the Man of a Billion Sayings is just the most ridiculous thing I think we've put on the show.
Very ridiculous. I'll be waiting for something else. I'm like, what?
Right, exactly. It's like, all right, here we go. We're gonna get some insight. The fucking intro and outro is like 3 minutes long.
And what he does in like 2 seconds, it's like, that's it.
But
I love it.
But it blows your mind, man. It blows your mind. The head is next to the tail was one of my favorites. I don't know what that means, but I'm all about it.
Smelling your ass.
I don't know.
He could have been looking at a shrimp. I don't know.
I gotta get a new one. We got some new ones. We about to drop one on this show. So
That really must mean that you like to think your shit don't stink.
right,
Maybe
right.
that could be it.
Or it could mean your head's always up your ass.
So Kyle, are you gonna be going to any, since you're in LA? I was wondering this. Any TV auditions or anything like that? Since that's the thing to do when you're in LA.
If it comes about, I'm not looking for it because these people out here are monsters now. They go looking for that shit and they think that, oh, this is going to make me famous, but, they don't have any skills. They just think that Hollywood magic is going to happen and it eats them alive. And they start talking to themselves and shit.
Wow.
I see how, yeah. Oh, it gets bad.
Really?
I was going to say, that's been happening ever since Hollywood became synonymous with movies, I think. And I mean, everybody's always said, I'm going to leave home, I'm going to LA, I'm going to become a movie star, and they've even done movies about people doing that. So
the dream, and then you get out here and you actually see that it's not a fine chick that you've been looking at from afar, and once you finally get here, it's like, this somebody Auntie dressing up like she's 20, and she really like 76.
So basically, you're saying, you're looking at it with beer goggles. You're the drunk guy looking at it from afar going, damn, that bitch is hot. You wake up the next morning and you roll over and it's a dude.
Yeah.
I got you.
Exactly
Got you.
And it's like, oh man, this is what I'm striving for. So basically you just gotta be better than the motherfuckers that don't have any skills. And it's not hard. You stand out.
So Kyle's calling y'all out. Y'all a bunch of bitches out there.
They're real soft. They are. They're a soft bunch, a soft group out here.
So do you find that like all the years of pushing and scraping out here in the New Orleans scene built you a nice callus to deal with all those assholes?
Yeah, definitely. At the show last night, I got passed at the Van Nuys Comedy Club, so I got booked on the shows and shit. And basically, I just yelled at everybody last night.
Good.
It felt good. The energy in the room was weird. So they needed to be yelled at.
It was like one of those like off nights where like most people were there to talk and get drunk.
No, I'm not really sure. This is my third time being there. Like, I got past the first night, so like I've only been there 3 times, so I can't really judge the audience.
Right.
But the audience, they're just there. They're just eating. It's a bar that, it's on the other side. It's a little restaurant, and people in there just eating and shit. There were kids, and they had to get out once the show started. But basically, they're just in there watching the game, and then we turn the game off, and people do comedy, and they don't give a fuck.
All right, so basically, it's like you're doing stuff back over here. Yeah, back at our venues. Yeah.
Yep.
So you're used to that. You're like, fuck you people. I've been here.
Yeah.
People seem to be probably more sensitive over there, I would think, in LA land.
Very, very much so. I've been dropping nigga a lot lately just to see how they react, and their buttholes cringe up. It's like, whoa.
But you know what? That's funny though.
I love it.
I think that's hysterical
for you to get the reaction. I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's fucking
very
funny.
People gasp. They're like, and I'm like, oh shit.
Oh my god, he said the N-word.
Yeah.
It wasn't Nissan.
Right.
Yeah.
God, he's naughty.
He's not from here.
It's a different scene, but as long as you're funny, like, people go with it. They don't mind.
Yeah, of course they don't mind. Fucking
the scene. I don't know. How's the scene there now, Wayne? I mean, it's been a while. Kyle's been. Yeah, has it changed? I mean,
I don't know. You asking the wrong motherfucker, dude. Like,
you go to a lot of shows out there, don't you?
Well, no. I would go to shows when Kyle was here, but because we would host them, and I mean, a lot of the comics really need to get their heads out of their asses and start working.
Yeah.
I hate to say that. I mean, I love most of these guys, but when you see them do one one act and it's the same act 6 times, I'm good. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they don't strive to make new material or hustle themselves into getting anything better. And like when they do open mics and do their new material, and they get maybe like one laugh, they don't use it because they feel like, oh, we can't use that. No, you just fucking tweak it and make it better. You know?
Yeah, there's a newer generation of comics down there now that are actually starting to, be comedians. I'm pretty sure everybody down there now, from since all the like bullshit people left, like now people, especially since I've taken my journey, people are really like putting more effort into doing shows and being a better comedian now.
Well, they have to, Kyle, because you're not here anymore. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
dude, you were every time you were promoting the shows, you pushed the shows, you fucking put on the shows. Once you left, it was either they were going to continue or they were going to fucking the scene would have died. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, so they had to step up.
It's
my
weird
opinion.
because the comedy scene up here in North Carolina is now just starting. Like, it's sort of been there in a light version, but now all of a sudden, within the past 3 months, we've had 3 new comedy clubs open.
That's great.
So, yeah, so it's kind of impressive. You know,
Well,
it's not just before it was just like, we're at Tony's Pizzeria and we've got this comedy guy.
Oh, dude,
they actually have clubs now.
I watched Kyle send a picture or a video or some shit of this motherfucker doing something in a goddamn laundry place where it's
the laundromat. Yeah,
there was like
the clean comedy at the laundromat.
5 motherfuckers in there talking to each other on a microphone while other niggas is cleaning their clothes. No one's paying attention because they're all washing their underwear.
Oh, but see, the thing is, there's actually some people are paying attention, and the reason you have to be clean because it's a laundromat and there's kids and stuff that come in.
Right.
So that's like one of the mics where it really tests you. Not many people do it, so if you really want to get some stage time, you go to these mics, and that's one of them. And if you can get that crowd in there, oh man, it just makes you feel real good about being a comedian.
No, that's cool though. I mean, it was an interesting venue type thing. I was like, man, this is kind of neat. It's cool, but it was just kind of strange. It's like, what the fuck?
California's always been a hub for places that they multiple like you'll have like this, like the laundromat and comedy club combo. They're always great for doing combo things.
Right.
So that's cool.
I just wish that we were able to get a comedy club down in New Orleans, because it really helps. It really helps, especially when it comes to like paying comedians and stuff like that. Because I'm pretty sure.
I'm surprised you guys didn't. I mean, even Myrtle Beach has got comedy clubs.
I'm not surprised, man.
We've actually tried though. Like we've had Mark Caesar. He actually opened up. He was the first one to open up like a comedy club to where people would come, but it didn't last long at all. It was a terrible location too. But I mean, people are attempting. It's just you're not gonna get it like it is out in other places because people don't come there for comedy.
No,
it's so wild. Fucking, I ran into Ali Sadiq at one of his shows, and I talked to him after his show, and I told him, "Hey man, I'm a comic from New Orleans." He was like, "Oh man, I'm good. I'm glad you out here because he said New Orleans is nice and everything. It's just that you ain't gonna go nowhere. It's not gonna go nowhere. You're not gonna be able to make it just staying down there. You're gonna have to leave eventually."
Yeah,
and
because you're basically beating your head against the wall here.
Yeah, it's like everything that I've done when I was an electrician and being on a certain company. People like, man, once you finish school, dude, leave, get out of this company. And it was the best thing for me. So, I mean, basically, it's like school all over again. Fucking New Orleans is high school, and LA is the college. And I'm out in here at college, fucking making all A's.
Earning you fucking degree. Man. That's what I'm talking about.
It's fun.
Cool,
yeah.
So we know what Kyle did last night. All right. We know what he did. He said he snuck into some rich man's house and ate his food.
It's nothing.
So since he did a home invasion last night, what did you do last night, Rum?
Oh, I did. We played dominoes.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we got like a Saturday night. Some people do poker nights. We play dominoes, and we get a bunch of people over at the house, and we get a bunch of food, and we play dominoes. And it's kind of cool, man. I kind of dig it, and I won, so that was even better.
No wonder you dig it. No wonder you dig it. Well, last night I had a adventure. So I get off. Well, let's start from the very beginning of the day yesterday. This is an interesting story. I'm going to be Adam for a moment. So please,
all right.
so
Sit
please,
down, Kyle.
so please don't interrupt me, because I might have to restart over and over again. But anyway, so yesterday was the STCC. The convention we had on the show recently.
Yes.
The St. Tammany's Collectors Con was yesterday. I couldn't go, unfortunately, because I was enrolled in a class yesterday from my lovely boss. So and honestly, look, I'm grateful.
What type of class do you do? Is
I'll
it a new way
explain.
of squeezing anal glands or something?
I'll explain. Hold on. I'm very grateful to my boss for doing it because it cost him $400 to put me in this class. Okay, so he
I was just about to ask, was it a free enrollment?
Nah.
He's just making you enroll in something you got to pay for?
No.
You.
He paid for the class for me and one of my coworkers to go to, and it was a dental seminar basically where we go in.
$800.
Yeah, well, we go in and kind of learn, new techniques and things on animals and stuff, it was very cool. It was a very cool thing. It was very informative.
On their mouth.
Yeah.
Dental.
Yeah, dentals.
Canines.
So we were there all day, so that was the reason I couldn't go to the con. I feel bad, but I heard it was a very good con and everything went well, and they really, they'll be back, and I think they do it every 6 months. So they'll be back in 6 months, and I'll definitely go to that one. But
STCC.
STCC.
They do it every 6 months.
Yep.
Ain't you just like an STD? Ain't you supposed to check
every 6 months? You fucking fool. But so, we were over there all day playing with dog heads, and literally heads, like severed heads.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was cadavers. You can't
That's
use.
fucked up, dude.
It is. It's part of the job, though. It's like
that ain't part of the job. Playing with dead dog heads ain't part of the job.
It is, dude. It's like any
No,
fucking
it is
education.
not.
When you enroll into fucking medical school, you have to play with dead people. So
Not all the time.
no, I didn't. That was the first time I've done that in years.
Well, just to know that you've done it before is fucked up.
You want to hear a fucked up story? I had to cut one of those heads off. That's a fucked up story.
You're just gross.
What'd you use?
A rusty
Butter
saw.
A bone saw?
No,
Oh, rusty.
yeah.
Grapefruit spoon.
We got in trouble for it too because we had to cut the head off to send off for rabies observation. And
Does it matter at that point?
that's the only way they can test.
Somebody brings a dog in. I think my pet's got rabies. Oh fuck, we'll have to cut its head off.
No, listen.
Send it away.
No, the first y'all are fucking stupid. All right, I'll break it down for you, okay?
Oh, please.
The dog bites someone, okay? So they bring the
You gotta
dog.
cut its head off.
So they bring the dog in. They have to leave it in observation for 10 days. We have to watch them. So if they don't,
Is it continuously watched?
yes, all day long.
Do y'all tell them that it's going to die in 10 days?
No, we don't kill them. Now listen.
Really? Cut somebody's head off?
No, just listen, motherfuckers.
Dog's
Okay.
name's Lazarus.
So if that's fine, if they don't show any signs within 10 days, because the rabies takes about 5 to 6 to start showing signs, they don't show signs in 10 days, they're free to go home. Okay? No problem.
People and the dog.
Both.
Okay.
That's
Well,
like World War Z for dogs, man. It's like when you watch him and see if he turns into a zombie. If he zombies out, fucking cut his head off.
pretty much. But if an animal presents with signs and we put it to sleep or it dies, We have to cut the head off because the only way to test is from brain tissue, because that's where the disease goes.
Exactly. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Right. So that's the only way. And I mean, if we test brain tissue on a live dog, he's going to die anyway. So
can I ask a question though?
You may.
When you're observing the dog,
yes,
and you get to the point where you're like, okay, this animal or dog or whatever animal it is, fox, doesn't matter, is exhibiting signs of having rabies.
Yes.
Do you call the people and say, we have to cut your dog's head off?
No. We talk to them, of course. We don't go, hey, we're going to fucking decapitate your animal. No, we tell them.
So you do this in secret?
No, listen. We tell them.
Fucked up, Wayne.
We tell them we have to, if the thing keeps going that way, we got to euthanize dog. And if they want to know if, your dog, because I mean, by the time they show signs, it's too late. Like for any animal, you can't, like person, anybody. Rabies is bad. If you sign, you're fucked if you get it.
Well, you can give a person shots in the stomach if they get bit and they get rabies.
Yeah, but we don't know.
Why can't you do that to the dog? You save the damn head.
you can't. Because we already give dogs.
Don't think you're trying, Wayne.
We already give dogs rabies. We already give dogs rabies injections, dude.
Well, that's how they're fucking getting it, dude. You're giving it to them.
Oh my god, fuck you, Rum. Anyway, let's go back to what I have to say about what I did last night. So after I dealt with the stuff at the dental thing, I came home and my nephew was here. So my nephew is a 2.5-year-old kid, so he was playing with my son and all that good stuff. So my wife decides, hey, let's go ride the ferry and go, to the city for ice cream.
It's a good way to get AIDS, man. Don't do that.
So we ride the ferry, go get ice cream, right? My first thing I thought was, why are we going across the river for ice cream? But okay, but that's nonetheless. But I enjoyed myself. I went over there, got ice cream.
Yeah, you would. You're riding the ferry. Go for it.
and then we came back, and we rode the ferry back home.
It's a busy dude. Go for it.
I just imagine a strong back gay man just
picking us up.
And all of y'all each got to take turns to get across the river, one by one.
More
gentle with the kids, though, I hope. But go ahead.
And we went home and blah blah blah. That's what we ended up. We ate pizza and hung out. That was my night. All right.
You didn't bring home a severed dog head for the kids to play with.
No, I didn't. But I did bring a bunch of dog toothpaste and some other stuff.
Well, you try to save money at the dollar store? What the fuck?
No, it was samples that we have to give to people.
Give to the kids?
No, animals. I do work at an animal hospital, assholes.
Hey,
you don't have to be animals. So why are you taking the toothpaste?
Because they gave it to me.
Oh.
So I'm like if anybody wants it, I'm gonna give it to it. Like Rum,
hey.
Rum has a dog. Maybe I would have given it to him, but fuck him now.
Hey, Little Wayne, have some pork chop flavored toothpaste.
It's chicken, bitch. All right, it's chicken.
It's chicken. I'm sorry. You can make like I don't know some sort of sandwich out of it.
They do have I have containers of mouthwash basically for dogs too.
And
it's all different flavors. It's weird. It's really weird.
But did they drink it or did they spit it out? Did they swish?
No.
I think they swish.
You mix this container in like 5 gallons of water, and then you just use it for their water.
Yeah,
they drank it. They drank it. But yeah, that was my excitement for the afternoon.
Well, it was a full day cutting dogs' heads off.
I didn't cut any fucking dogs' heads off. They were already there. I had nothing.
Brought a gay guy over and getting ice cream.
I had nothing to do with severed heads except look at them.
Just a silky back man and just gliding through the water.
He's swimming.
Breaststroking, I would imagine. Breaststroke.
We just talked about how sensitive people in fucking Los Angeles were. Rum's a sensitive motherfucker when it comes to dog heads. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
It's a dog head.
That's cruel, cutting off a live dog head.
The dog was not alive when they cut his head off.
You didn't specify that. You just said it's starting to show signs of rabies. So I went over and cut its head off.
No, I did not.
With a rusty saw.
I said dog was dead. I was made to cut the dog. The doctors told me to go cut the dog's head off.
I'm calling
with
Peter.
A rusty saw though.
Yeah, that's all they had.
That's all they had.
Fucking PETA.
Hey, fuck PETA. Pussies.
Only if it's a ferry and you're going to get ice cream, then you fuck that.
You know what? Look, it's a good time to take a fucking break right now. I'm so tired of you people.
I need to.
maybe when we come back, you guys will be less dickheads. Anyway, so we're gonna take. Yeah,
it's all dickhead.
Yeah, whatever, bitch. Anyway, here's our commercial for the Fillmore and all our concerts we're announcing. So check it out. Fucking assholes.
Hey, since we're all here, why don't we go to the Fillmore and pick up all the tickets for the May concerts I want to see? There's so many of them. Here, let's check out the radio and see if there's anything about it on here.
Everybody's doing it.
I heard May is the month of concerts. We really need to go check them out at the Fillmore.
Let's punch you in the face with this concert announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shinedown, May 6th at the Fillmore, New Orleans. Get those tickets at livenation.com, thefillmore.com, or MHOG Podcast. Find it, click on the links, it'll take you straight to ticket sales. May 6th. But wait, there's more at the Fillmore, New Orleans, May 7th. How about meshuggah? If you like it hard and heavy, this is a show you don't want to miss on May 7th at the Fillmore, New Orleans.
Incredible! MHOG Podcast.
But wait, there's more. How about the Black Dahlia murder with meshuggah on May 7th? Fillmore brings it heavy on May 7th with meshuggah and the Black Dahlia murder. Don't miss this one.
Ready for a rocking night.
Another must-have ticket for May 7th. The Fillmore, New Orleans. As if it couldn't get any better, May 8th, Rob Zombie.
I don't know. It's magic. It's really magic.
New Orleans' new premier concert venue.
That's right, the teenage rock god himself, the legend Rob Zombie, live on stage May 8th. Another show from the Fillmore, New Orleans. This is a May concert explosion brought to you by the MHOG Podcast in association with the Fillmore, New Orleans.
This just in.
Just when you thought May couldn't get any more exciting, here is the band, the legend, Garbage, on stage live at the Fillmore May 10th. Get those tickets. Don't forget, May 6th, 7th, 8th, and 10th. See all these bands. Get them at one shot. Go to thefillmore.com or mhogpodcast.com. Click on the links. Get those tickets before they're all gone. These shows will sell out. So let's recap. May 6th, Shinedown. May 7th, meshuggah with special guest, the Black Dahlia Murder. May 8th, Rob Zombie. And May 10th, Garbage. Get those tickets now. The Fillmore, New Orleans. Check it out.
Now you see, Kyle, if you were still here in this lovely city, you could possibly be going with me to all these concerts.
It is a lot. Y'all got a lot going on.
I know, dude. It's insanity.
Way people doing crazy shit for tickets. It's
right?
Like, look what. Oh man.
I cannot wait to see all the people's pictures and shit for the meshuggah tickets. I've gotten like 6 emails or messages on Facebook saying, "Oh, I'm so excited! I'm entering the contest." I said, "Go ahead! I'm waiting for your picture." So this will be great. This will be great.
It's gonna be a huge show.
Oh, it is. It's gonna be intense. But
Speaking of intense.
speaking of intense, you were right. I was thinking the same exact thing. The man we hinted about earlier, the man with all the answers to everything, the universe, the way of life, why Kyle's a dick. Why Rum is obsessed with dog heads and fucking fairies is here. It's time. It's time for you guys to hear the man
Of a billion sayings.
That's right.
Shit.
Really just use that effect. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, here you go, guys. Here's our segment. The man would be insane.
Hey there. You ever at a loss for words? You don't know what to say? Need a little pick-me-up or a little pep to get you through your day? Well, let me tell you something. I know a man who knows exactly what to say. A man with a billion sayings.
I'm like a broke dick dog.
Join us next time for some profound wisdom from the man with a billion sayings. Alright, I hope you like that little nugget of wisdom. And now back to the guys at the MHOG podcast.
So all right, yeah, that was the.
A lot of dog talk today.
There's a lot of dog shit, right? Like a lot of weird things about dogs today.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. What do you think it means? What do you think it means?
I think it's interpretive.
Like it, all his sayings are like how you feel. Like what do you think that he is telling you?
He's like the Andy Warhol of words.
Yes.
I mean, how is that possible? Is a dog dick like a human dick? Is it capable of breaking its own?
It actually is capable of breaking because there is actually a bone inside.
So when they get stuck inside of another a dog, do you have to break it to get it out?
No, he just cuts it off and sends it away to somebody.
No, it's if you really want to know, Kyle, it's the reason they call it getting stuck is because the dog's dick swells, and it won't come out.
Right, I know that.
So it just would just have to.
How does the dog dick break though?
I don't know, to be honest. I've never seen a broken dick dog.
It in there, well, that's surprising. You've seen so much. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's just the way they work it, and then they work it at the wrong angle.
I mean, if they start fucking the walls and shit, I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I mean,
it can happen with people and like dwarfs. Because you're like a tall person or a big person, and there's a dwarf.
You can sprain your dick.
Yeah, you get it, but the slings are weird.
Yeah, it's strange.
How aggressive are you trying to fuck this dwarf though?
I like how the only thing that Kyle remotely remembered was dwarf.
No.
Yeah.
He focuses on why are you fucking a dwarf so hard?
Because the gnomes are harder to catch.
Yeah, really. Those guard gnomes are a bitch.
So you take your aggression out on the dwarves because the gnomes you can't get it.
Oh God.
The gnomes, where did you get this aggression? Goddamn it.
Oh, God.
But speaking of aggression, Kyle, you were talking about playing video games.
Oh yeah, I've been getting my aggression out lately on some zombies. The latest game for PlayStation 4, the latest open world is a zombified apocalyptic open world called Days Gone. And it is a joy to play. It's basically like you're playing Daryl from The Walking Dead. You have a motorcycle and you just badass, and you get to go around fucking things up. And it is a very fun game.
What's the end? I mean, is there like, are you trying to get to certain points in the game? Like, are there goals for you to reach? Not just how many zombies you kill.
Yeah, No, there's a storyline. I just started, so the storyline just began. But basically, you go around you go around crafting things, crafting weapons, souping up your bike because you ride around on a motorcycle the whole time, and you just go around finding shit. Basically trying to survive in this world where just nothing but zombies and assholes, dickheads, basically, that just go around that are hungry.
So a hungry asshole. That's got to be a weird thing to animate.
Yeah, a hungry asshole with teeth. So it looks like Assy McGee. They look like Assy McGee just running around with high socks and some Skechers.
It's a Skechers.
Big old assholes. You gotta be careful. You shoot them in the face.
Well, that's what I try to do with assholes. Anyway,
that's not what I hear.
Extra points for hitting the brown eye,
Yeah, making that extra noise.
It makes a good noise. Yeah, you probably heard that a lot going to get ice cream.
Yep, you know it. Wow, what did this show go, man? What the fuck happened? This is terrible.
I want to apologize to everybody listening.
No, yeah, because
especially if you're listening to it like with the kids.
Who listens to this fucking show with the kids? I mean, the only people that listen to this show with kids is me.
Yeah, and that's enough.
Well, and Kevin. God damn.
Oh, that's
no, Kyle, the latest video game I've played, me and Rum played a couple rounds of Black Ops the other day, and then I played a little bit of the new Crackdown, which I really enjoy.
Wait, you serious?
Yeah.
Crackdown with the suits, with the dudes in the suits?
Yeah, the guys who like jump all over the buildings and shit.
Yeah, there's a new Crackdown?
Yeah, Crackdown 3 is out, man. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, shit, I love Crackdown. Is it... Man, I'm missing it because I went into GameStop the other day and I saw all the new games that were out. There's Division 2. There's another Devil May Cry.
Yep.
I'm like, what?
That Devil May Cry is pretty good too.
Oh my god, I got so much. I gotta catch up.
See, I've been playing. I'm stuck on like Black Ops 4. I play the shit out of it.
Well, see, Rum decides like he'll pick a game and he'll play it until the wheels fall off, or until he's like the only guy running around the board by himself, going, "I can't find nobody." Yeah, because nobody plays anymore.
I've let's see, I've done. I don't play like there's an aspect to that game that's very much like Fortnite,
which is stupid.
Which I cannot. I don't like Fortnite. Something about it. I don't like it.
It's because you know why? Because we're old school gamers. That's why we don't. I just don't understand why we need to fall out an airplane and go.
I'm not trying to Minecraft some shit. I'm not trying to craft things that. What, you want me to build a wall? Fuck you, Trump! Don't get out of my game.
I think that's the.
Just give me some guns.
I honestly think that's the stupidest aspect of that game. Like, if I didn't have to craft anything, like you said, I hate Minecraft to begin with, and now you're gonna make a pretty version of it. No, I'm good. I'm really, really good. I'll play my Black Ops and Gears of War and different things like that, where I can just, if I want to go fucking shoot something, that's what I go shoot.
Well, I've gotten to the point now where I got to I prestiged 4 times. And then when I went to Prestige, I saw it says you can. I said, "What is this?" It was a fresh start. I was like, "Oh, I hit fresh start." I'm like, "Motherfucker!" It took everything I built up and got rid of it, but it gave me a new sticker to use. It said, "You did this."
Oh, well, that's great. You got a whole sticker to prove that you did something stupid.
So I had to go back and Prestige all 4 again, and now I'm on Prestige 6.
Wow.
So technically
he
6,
did
7,
10
8,
times.
9, 10.
10 times.
I've prestige 10 times so far.
For those who don't know, that means he reached level 50 10 times.
55, yeah.
Oh, 55, sorry.
That's ridiculous. How fast do you prestige?
A week?
No, I could prestige probably twice in a day. It just depends how many kills you get.
Did you hear fucking Kyle's gasp? You took you took
is
all the air.
wild.
You took all the air out of Kyle's body all at one time.
Well, like I played, when I go to do another prestige, like I can get in one game, I can level from level 1 to about 6 to 10 in one game.
Wow. Oh my
But,
God.
You have to
it's just the
understand,
amount of-
Kyle.
Just
He
the amount of
Yeah,
kills
not
you get.
coordination right there.
no, you just have to understand, Kyle. He gets like 40 kills a game.
That's wild, man. You must really know the maps. I mean, it's
Yeah, I do
Call of
now.
Duty.
He look. The dude gets 40 kills a game, and his kill death ratio is probably like 40 to 3.
Jesus.
And then he
Are
tells me.
you running?
Then he tells me he's not that good.
Do you run or what is your strategy?
Depends on who I'm playing with. Like if I see like I'm usually, funny enough, I'm usually the first one out and the first one dead, because I try to get, like, I like to play hard point, which is there's like a spot on the map you've got to go and control for 30 seconds until
It's almost like capture the flag.
until it
that's
moves.
That is a good that's a good way to rack up on experience and points
yeah.
right there.
Yeah, because
Plus you get-
everybody runs to that section.
Plus, if you get a kill while somebody's in that section, you get like 3 times the points.
Yeah.
So I just try to eyeball the section, or at least try to get 1 foot in the section into a point and let everybody run in. I'm like headshot, 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 headshot.
And that adds the other hard aspect of it, the element of just hitting headshots just
whenever
But
he
I
wants
can't
to.
use a sniper rifle though. But I've maxed out my weapons.
It's all on
So
other stuff.
I've got shotguns that when you hit somebody with a shotgun, it has what they call dragon's breath, and they burst into flames. So then they run around screaming. So it's funny.
It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as funny as cutting a dog's head off. But it's
So
pretty damn
guys,
funny.
if you happen to be playing this game and you see the Rum Guy and his picture is the MHOG podcast, this is the Rum Guy. Know one thing: when he shoots you, you will burst into flames.
People hate me on that game because they're like, motherfucker, fuck you, man. I get so much hate mail. I'm like, dude, I'm just shooting you. I'm running through the same door.
It's what happens.
Over and over again.
I even send him hate mail, and I'm on his team. like I'm running around and like, ooh, I got a kill, just one. I suck at that game.
There's
am
a lot
so
of people
terrible.
that are better than me, and I'm like, these guys are just kicking ass. They're taking names. They're like jumping. They know all the glitches. They can phase through the walls and shit.
What is it that makes somebody really good at a first person shooter like that? What
Time.
What do they need?
Time.
Most of it.
And they know how they know the reads of the maps. They know all the fucking. They know all the game modes, and it's just time, man. People
And
fucking.
most of the people that I play with or play against tend to seem to have they have a lot of modified controllers.
Yeah, they have those new
And that sort of
controllers.
stuff.
Those new controllers are fucking incredible. The gaming
They're
controllers.
but they're like $200 a controller.
Yeah, fuck that.
I ain't paying that. I'm using a stock one.
Just think if Rum had a $200 controller.
Yeah, let's start a Kickstarter.
No, thank you.
Oh.
I'm not starting a Kickstarter for you. Not for something you don't need.
Oh, my Xbox is starting to act up now. I might have to get a new box.
That's because it's on fire. You play it too much.
But I'm gonna have to check out this zombie game though. It sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
Days Gone. Days Gone. I've actually just started it up again. So whenever we get on, I'm going to lose my life for a couple of hours playing it. Whenever we get off.
Good.
So fun.
Speaking of losing some time, this morning I decided to get up and I got up a little earlier and this is gonna watch a movie right on Netflix. I'm like, okay, let's watch something. I don't know what I'm gonna watch. Just check it out. So I found this movie called The Trap. Have you heard that one yet, Kyle?
Oh, The Trap with T.I.
That was a big pile of shit.
Oh, get out of here. I enjoyed the shit out of it.
Did
I
you
just
really?
want T.I. to act a little better. I just want him to act a little better. That's it. Other than that,
Like-
because it's a grimy movie.
Dude,
it's
you
dumb
could.
as the fuck.
Did you when he was in the room with his mother in the hospital? Did you not see the fucking camera?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
no, I didn't. I
when-
wasn't trying. I know it's terrible. It is a
when
terrible
when
movie.
when Mike Epps and
gotta
his mom was
understand
sitting in the bed, and Ti was supposed to be talking at the door. When he moved, you could see the fucking camera flare right there. The camera was just sitting there. I'm like, nobody sees that shit. They didn't see that in editing.
Got a whole bunch of. It's a whole bunch of B-list celebrities, G to Z list celebrities, and Queen Latifah. So that's the only reason it's stuck on Netflix. But it's just a grimy, stupid, dumb movie.
Does he rap in the movie?
No,
T.I.?
No.
it might have
No,
made the movie
basically,
better.
The premise of the movie is Mike Epps did some dumb shit. He put weed in the chicken grease.
By
so now
accident.
all the chicken is like weed. Accident, because he dumb. He a dumb nigga, and basically he a dumb nigga through the whole movie, and now they make a come up because they putting weed in the chicken in Atlanta. It's like what the fuck? This is a dumb. It's real stupid as fuck, but it's silly. It's just a silly movie. Lots of B to Z list comedians /
So it is a funny movie.
Supposed to be,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So it's kind of like a Dumb and Dumber version of a movie. Same type of.
No. Dumb and Dumber was a fucking Academy Award winner compared to this.
No. Oh no, dude, that was a horrible piece of crap.
As I said, Actually, you know, it was Dumb and Dumberer. The sequel with not those two guys in it was even worse. This movie was worse than that.
Oh wow.
Speaking of movies, if you want to see a good movie, Donald Glover is still doing his thing. He put out a movie called Guava Island, and it's on Amazon Prime. It's an hour. It's 55 minutes, but it's 55 minutes of just greatness. Oh, I enjoyed the shit out of it.
Really?
Guava Island?
Yeah, him and Rihanna are in the movie.
Nice. I might check that out, man. I'm not a giant fan of Donald Glover, but I do like him. I do like him and stuff.
Yeah, it's more of an impactful movie. Like it has a message. Basically.
Is it Donald Glover or Danny Glover? Am I thinking of the wrong guy?
No, Donald.
Yeah, you are. Donald Glover is the Childish Gambino. He's the rapper / actor.
He was.
Oh.
He was. What's his name in Solo?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was,
Lando.
Fucking
Lando Calrissian.
Yeah, he was Lando in Solo.
Did you see him on stage yelling at everybody?
No.
What the hell, damn? No, yeah, Childish Gambino. He just did that big concert thing, and he got on stage and told everybody who had a phone out to go fuck themselves.
Oh.
I mean, he was really going off on people about taking photos and you need to put that shit away and all this other crap. Like, dude, what is he going off on? It's like that's what the world does now. They just film shit.
He went the Shia LaBeouf route.
Yeah, he went Shiloh on everybody.
He's always been against the internet. Like one of his albums is called Because of the Internet. And like he's World Star and all that. And he's got a song called World Star. He's always just been like, man, we need to open up, instead of always relying on internet and social media and shit.
Well, I agree with him.
Dancing?
I agree with him on parts of that, but the other part is like if it wasn't for the internet, he wouldn't be shit.
Yeah, exactly, because of the internet. So, but once somebody does something and uses a platform, but then realizes all this is it's nothing but evil, we need to get away from it.
It's not evil, people.
Weird.
I am so glad the internet exists because if not, we wouldn't exist. So, I love the internet.
Well, not the internet itself, but like certain things, kind of like.
I think social media is a disease, but I do use the platform to promote. So, I mean.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of bad shit out there that is in the wrong hands. It's like this type of technology and this type of knowledge is like a weapon.
Excuse me. Yeah.
You can use it for evil. You know what I mean? And it sounds weird, but I mean, it's true. You can use what you have in front of you. You can take your smartphone and fuck someone's world up, and it's awful. They're done.
Yeah.
You know, that's uncalled for type of shit. You know what I mean? And people do it all the time.
Yeah. That's because, you can't really blame the internet, though. You have to blame the idiots behind the internet, like the people that do it.
It's so hard for them to regulate. It's like what was it? The movie Hackers.
Yeah.
You know, it's that type of.
Welcome to 1990s.
It's like them trying to regulate, you know, hacking and shit like that. I mean, that's tough to do, man. These cyber terrorist things and.
I understand trying to get rid of cyber terrorists and hackers and things like that, you know, because it's bad for everybody. But God forbid they regulate anything else, because if they regulate the internet, then we're fucked, because all of our shows would be like if the FCC ended up trying to get a hold of like the internet part and having rules that we couldn't broadcast whatever the fuck we want, we'd be bad. We'd be fucked.
No, I'm taking what I got. This is going to be my platform for politics. I'm running for office for this shit.
Oh, great. Well, you ain't getting my vote, bitch.
Really? You're going to be floating on some gay guy going to get ice cream again?
You goddamn right. Because that's my damn well freedom right there. If I want to float on a strong-backed gay man, I'm going to do it.
Hope you get consent.
As long as they're consented. Yeah, exactly.
Sex shit and consent.
Speaking.
No means no.
Speaking of consent.
Yes.
All right. We have another amazing segment that we're going to bounce into right now. And I believe the topic of this segment is wife carrying.
Ooh.
Yes. So this is the sports segment. So everybody sit back. I know that's kind of a weird thing, right? And enjoy the wacky world of sports with the big one himself, Rusty.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat.
Hi, everybody! Oh, false start. That's 7 points removed for Gryffindor.
And a surprise finger in the...
Flippy 1, Flippy 2, Flippy 3, aerial spready, Flippy 4, descending spready, bouncing Jack in a box spready, Sonya Blade high kick, roly poly, Jackie Chan bullshit.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
All right, grab your socks and hold your jocks. It's Sports Talk with the big man himself, Rusty. Yeah.
Howdy there, boys and girls. It's your old buddy Big One back to you one more time, and I found something pretty damn entertaining. I'm gonna have a tough time getting through this one without laughing. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I enjoyed the hell out of researching this. It really is entertaining. Sit back and relax and enjoy this one. This one's going to be a good one. What I found for you today is called wife carrying. Wife carrying. It started in Finland in the 1800s, and basically, from what I found is it's based off of a criminal who was considered a robber in Finland in the 1800s, and he used to rob and steal and take food and women and things of that nature, and then run off through the woods and escape so he couldn't get caught. And basically the Finnish thought this was going to be fun, so they decided to make a game out of it. Okay. In the beginning of the actual competition of wife carrying, the course was basically an off-road course. It was rocky with brooks and streams and shit like that. Nowadays they have basically a sandy track, with fences and a pool instead of brooks and streams. The course itself is 253.5 meters. I have no idea how big that is in American. American is not the correct term, but I have no idea how far that is in imperial, I believe it's called. But I got a feeling it's pretty far because 253.5 meters is pretty damn long. And the course has 2 dry obstacles and 1 water obstacle. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. The 2 contestants, it consists of a carrier and a wife, or whatever they call her. From what I found, it doesn't necessarily have to be your wife. And I'm going to bring up a difficulty that a lot of women are going to have a problem with at the end of this, or after I go through this little section. But it can be someone else's wife or somebody you find or whatever. The only stipulation is, there's 2 stipulations, is that she is 17 or older and she has to weigh 49 kilograms, which once again, I'm American and I'm stupid and I don't know the metric system, so I have no idea how heavy that is. I'm sure you folks do, but all the power to you. If the wife or the woman is less than 49 kilograms, they will give her a rucksack with weights in it to bring her weight up to 49 kilograms. So, that way it keeps it fair. Everybody's carrying the same amount of weight. That way you don't have some big burly son of a bitch carrying some little light ass woman. And of course he's going to be faster than the little skinny guy carrying the big fat woman. It's just not right. The only equipment necessary for this would be a belt and a helmet for the carrier. I guess that way it makes it easier for him to carry the woman. The part that a lot of women are going to have a problem with, if it's, their husband's carrying another chick, there's 3 different ways you can carry the wife or the woman or whatever. She can either ride piggyback. You can do what is called a fireman's carry, which is where you throw them over your shoulder and you kind of hold their legs. Or she can ride upside down with her legs wrapped around his head. And that's the one the other women are going to have a problem with, because I know good and well, if I went into this competition and I decided to carry someone other than Mrs. Big One, and I decided to do it in the horizontal 69 or the vertical 69, she's going to have a problem with that. If I'm running down a course and there's some woman with her head banging off my junk and her cooch is all in my face, it's not really a competition at that point, is it, boys and girls? No. That's not a competition. That's something completely different. So yeah, I could see where women would have an issue with that. And that's one of the things that made me laugh the hardest as I was researching this. There is actually a world championship wife carrying event. And the only way to win is to be the fastest couple. Each heat of the race is ran by 2 sets of couples, and whoever finishes the fastest gets to move on. Whoever loses goes home. And I assume they just do heats until they get one final winner, which I got to think the team that goes all the way and wins, the guy that's carrying the woman's got to be in pretty good damn shape, because that's a lot of running to have to do and obstacle climbing and stuff, carrying a person. There could be like 100 couples doing this, so you're going to be doing this a while. Let's see. There's also special awards for the most interesting couples. Like, okay, you can show up in costumes and stuff and do this. So a husband and wife can dress up as Batman and the Joker and run this course, and that would be pretty damn entertaining, in my opinion. There is also an award for the strongest carrier. So I guess if a guy has a wife that weighs 240 and he carries her, even though they don't win, he's still pretty damn strong and he's able to carry her. So that's pretty impressive. He deserves an award. Okay, that's about all the research that I actually did on this, aside from laughing hysterically and almost peeing on myself. My opinion, shit, let's give it a try. We'll go find us one. I'll take Mrs. Big One with me. She's not really that big, so I could probably run with her. Not really a runner per se. But hey, shit, I'll give it a shot. What the hell? I think it would be fun. I really do. I think it would be fun. Would I watch it? No, probably not, because frankly, watching people run is boring. I don't know if you've ever watched the Olympics, the track and field events. I can't watch them. I think it's boring as hell just watching people run. But I got to tell you, for the entertainment aspect of it, I think I would give it a look, because I think it would be pretty damn entertaining. Yeah, it's just pretty funny. What you think? The MHOG wife carrying team? I think we could do it. I think it'd be a good time. We'll get us a sponsor, like, Adidas or something. Get us a sponsor and go for it. I'm down. You boys let me know what you think. All right, boys and girls, that's all I got for you today. I'm going to kick it back to the girls and see if they got anything more for you. Thank you so much for listening to my stupidity. I hope you enjoy these sports reports as much as I do putting them together. They really do entertain me. You people take care, and I'll be back to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Takes off the shirt. He's running down the middle by the 50. He's at the 30. He's bare-chested. The guy is drunk. They got him.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal. People know me.
Yeah, we do, because you're Rusty, a.k.a. the big one. Join us next time when he dives into the weird and wacky world of sports just for you. An MHOG Sports exclusive.
So yeah, that was wife carrying. I don't understand the sport. I don't know. I mean, it's a sport.
Well, you should start practicing with katana. That'd be fun.
Why? When I could just pay a gay man to carry us both across the river.
It's a revolving topic. Right?
It is. It's pretty good.
Coming back.
It was between that and Doghead, so I mean, it's just the best one.
But anyway,
speaking of revolving topics, you had one that you were dying to tell us, because you've been sitting around doing what?
Fucking old TV shows that I haven't seen in years.
Like what?
Have you been doing? Have you ever done some of these remember the Fall Guy?
Oh yeah, I used to love that show. I used to watch that all the time.
TJ Hooker.
Kyle probably has no idea who the Fall Guy is.
I've never watched it, but I've heard about it.
Oh, okay, all right.
But it's just so weird, and I've been sitting around. I was like,
Lee Majors. That's who the Fall Guy was.
Yeah,
right? Lee Majors.
Lee Majors, right? What shows were I was watching when I was a kid growing up, and I'm like, that weren't cartoons, and exactly.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! And I've been watching old episodes of Star Search.
Oh God! I didn't think anybody watched Star Search.
Oh, and man, there's so many of those type of shows. And I'm like, Dance Fever.
I don't remember that.
Oh, you got to go watch some of this stuff. It is hysterical. And I mean, I was a little kid watching this stuff, but I was like, I remember watching it, and I'm like, so now watching it, one, it's funny, and two, it's like these are all brand new episodes to me.
Right.
So it's just really cool. You should really go back and sit back and think, what did I watch when I was a kid, and see if it translates to today.
Kyle, what did you watch when you were a kid? Because you're a little bit younger than we are, so you would have a different.
Star Trek is one of them. I like The Price is Right. Nice. I haven't watched the new one with Drew Carey. I've seen a few with the Drew Carey, but yeah, Price is Right was my thing.
So you watched game shows?
Yeah.
Nice. I was. He's actually playing a video game. I heard it scream. You hear it? It was either that or some woman's yelling at him. I don't know. But yeah, like when I was young, I'd watch things like you, Rum. I'd watch The Fall Guy, the A-Team. Mm-hmm. What was some of the other stuff? I mean, I watched a lot of shit on reruns too.
Yeah.
Gilligan's Island was a big thing.
Yeah.
I even watched.
It's just
like
it's
some
so
of those
fun
older.
to watch that stuff now.
It is. It's good because it's good
And
television.
You can find it all on YouTube.
It's good television. It always was good television. Like they don't make comedies like that anymore. They don't make shit that's worth a damn really on TV anymore.
It's different. I've been going back to old movies. I recently went and watched Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Nice. That's a great movie.
Yeah, that was fun.
So speaking of old things that are coming back, like stuff, I read an article recently that they are trying to remake All in the Family. Now, if anybody's not familiar with All in the Family, it was with Archie Bunker and Edith, who were just, it was like based in the 70s. It was an old like family, they're just basically watching the family.
It was an old sitcom. Yeah. Is what it was.
Yeah, and Archie Bunker was like this crazy racist kind of guy, but he was still a good-hearted guy at the same time, Mm-hmm. And their neighbors were the Jeffersons.
Right.
Which people didn't realize that.
Before they moved on up.
Before they got before they moved on up. Exactly. So they're rebooting the episode. They're rebooting the series only for one night. And they're going to have 4 new actors play the characters. And the 4 new actors, I have no idea if this is going to work.
Okay.
But Jamie Foxx and Wanda Sykes are playing the Jeffersons. And Woody Harrelson is playing Archie Bunker.
That's not going to work.
And Kyle is falling down and eating potato chips or something.
I was walking through the house.
Oh, okay. I was like, something just happened where he fell down. I don't know what happened. But
that's not going to work with Woody Harrelson. That's just weird.
I cannot remember who the woman was that was playing Edith, but it was another A-list celebrity, but I can't remember who it was. So yeah, I don't know how good this is going to be. I don't like the choices of Wanda Sykes being Louise, and I don't like the choice of. I don't like Jamie Foxx at all.
Yeah.
But needless to say, I don't like him as a person, but he is funny. You know what I'm saying? I think he's an asshole, but he does put out good work. Kind of like I don't like Kiss, but I do respect them for what they did. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like
well,
that.
Here's one that to add to that I read that they're actually they don't have anybody set for this. I mean, this is just a working concept right now. But can one of you two tell me what one of the highest rated TV shows that is still played today? It's been on for years. That they would consider remaking.
If you say The Simpsons, I'm gonna throw it at you.
You gonna say Friends?
The Simpsons.
Nope, it is the Golden Girls.
I did hear that they were gonna try to reboot that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's gonna work. Like, who's gonna play the Golden Girls?
I don't know who's gonna play it, but I can see why it's one of the highest rated shows on, because it plays at every old person's house in the world
and young person's house,
and it's like on rerun. It's like the Law and Order of sitcoms.
Ding ding,
which is on all the time.
Yeah, not LA Law.
It'd be interesting. I wonder if they try to mix it up with the people, or I don't know.
Well, if they hurry up and get it out, Betty White could still play herself.
Yeah, she'll play. That'd be funny if she played. What's her name?
The mama,
Sophia, the old lady. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That would be nice.
That'd be a nice callback.
Throw it to her, or not just the old, not just the mom, but like maybe the neighbor. Like a friend of the family.
Yeah, play the hot one that was always trying to get dick.
Blair.
The hot Blair. Her name was not Blair.
Blanche.
Oh, Blanche.
Blanche.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I thought I said it right the first time.
You did.
You did. I said Blair. I'm like, it was Blanche, and I can't remember her name. Was it like Westerman or something like that?
I have
can't
no
remember.
fucking idea.
My grandma used to watch it all the time.
Caitlin loves that show, so I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, fellas, I think it's about that time we cut off. I hear the lovely cries of my 3-year-old crying in the wind that something happened. So, Yeah,
found that dog hit.
So note to self, guys, everybody listens. We covered old shows. Kyle's kicking ass in fucking LA, playing games and falling in his house. Rum is hung up on dog heads and fucking fairies, and I'm just the normal one out of everybody. So anyway,
if you believe that, listen to the first part of this show.
Yeah, right. Okay, fuck off, dog head eater. So again, guys, I was your host, Wayne, and this guy over here across the world is the Kill Bill.
I'm the Rum Guy.
Human centipede loving Rum Guy. And of course, who's always incredible.
Good old Kylie Poo.
That's right.
Kylie Boy.
The maniacal menace himself, Kyle Smith. So thanks, guys, for joining us. We appreciate everything y'all do. Listen for our contests. And look, don't forget, we got more fucking giveaways coming. So, y'all take it easy. And remember always to keep it metal.
Are you ready?
Are you ready for a major concert announcement from the Metal Hand of God podcast? This will be epic. Just kidding.
The Metal Hand of God podcast is proud to announce, in association with the Fillmore, New Orleans.
Ladies and gentlemen, Collective Soul, bringing you this dynamic show live on stage. May 12th. Once again, May 12th is the day you want to mark off on your calendar. Have no other plans but to get tickets to this show.
Only at the Fillmore, New Orleans. Here it comes.
Now is the time to get tickets for May 12th. LiveNation.com, go to thefillmore.com or the Metal Hand of God podcast. Click on the links. Block off this day. Collective Soul has been selling out arenas all over the world. Now's your chance to see them live at the Fillmore, New Orleans.
Only at the Fillmore, New Orleans. MHOG podcast.
You can purchase tickets at the Fillmore New Orleans website, livenation.com, or the Metal Hand of God podcast. Go to their website, click on the links, it'll take you straight there to ticket sales. Collective Soul, just another great concert brought to you by the Fillmore New Orleans, making your summer a great one.
Adieu, adieu, parting with such sweet sorrow.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to mama. Get the fuck out. Okay then. That's it.